Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Naikal Barajman and currently taking Bachelor Investment Management. Today I would like to present about the analysis of financial statements of the Heavy Board Company Sudian Berhad. The background of the company. Heavy Board Berhad was consolidated in 1993 as a private restricted organization under the name of Heavy Board Sudian Berhad. The company was changing over into a public restricted organization in 2004, accepted its current names and was recorded on the principal leading body of Bursa Malaysia Security Berhad in January 2005. Heviabot and its auxiliaries manufactures, trade and distribute a wide scope of particle board and particle board based items. Heviabot starts to lead the pack of the manufacturers of particle boards, that is reconstructed wood board get from the rubber. Wood build-ups, while its auxiliaries are engaging with downstream particle board based on ready-to-assemble furniture manufacturing, trading and distribution of the particle board and woods board related items. The business activity of the company, the corporate missions of the company of the Heviabot Berhad particularly have three main missions of the corporate, which are by enhance the growth, efficiencies, and earnings of the company. The first mission is by enhance the growth of the corporate by strive to maximize the use of rubber woods deposits. Increment limit with respect to particle board and value included completed items and may even higher ability work open door for Malaysians. The second mission of the company is emphasizing in efficiency by applying developments and examination to bring down production costs and the increment effectiveness through energy savings biomass plan. The last mission of the company is to maximize the earning through improvement of return for investor of heavier boards through the upgraded development and productivity of the company. The competitors of the company, there are several competitors have been in the same categories and industry as the Heviabot Berhad in Malaysia. Likewise, also known as the Woodlander Holding Berhad and Evergreen Fireboard Berhad, they have been listed under the Bursa Malaysia Security Berhad.
Kalau record lagi, we'll share screen. This one. Share. Okay. Assalamualaikum, madam. My name is Faris Amimi Shariful Izan, and today I'm going to present you about EcoWood International Berhad company's background. Alright. So, EcoWood International Berhad is a subsidiary of TSH Resources Berhad, a company listed on the main market of the Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad, with a strong backing of heritage and experience since 1995. EcoWood's expertise has built the brand into one trusted to deliver quality without compromising on style and elegance. EcoWood's manufacturing facility in situated Perak, Malaysia, and employs technological advanced machinery from Europe and has brought these resources to bear with a great success, as evidenced by their widely popular products and their use of coarse grain technology. Gaining ground in Malaysia, EcoWood has expanded into a solid footing in the national arena, marking a steady growth for the brand ever since. They are committed to continuously improving and expanding their product range and market reach to bring stylishness and elegance to their listening customers. Okay. Moving on to the business activity of EcoWood. EcoWood presents polished wooden floors resplendent with the patina or living wood. Its warm shades creating a sense of style and elegance, bringing an opulent glow to their customer space. The perfect backdrop for a lively gathering of friends or a relaxing time with family. EcoWood floors evoke an effortless comfort that will contribute to the overall ambience of their customer space. So basically, EcoWood International Berhad, they provide wooden flooring for customers who's try and have that kind of natural lifestyle of floors that use natural resource, which is wooden material. Okay. Moving on to the competitors. EcoWood's competitors are basically companies that provide flooring services to the customers, such as Timberland Flooring Concept and Network Luxury Hardwood Flooring. So basically, for Eco's competitors are basically any companies that provide wooden flooring or any other type of flooring for the customers. Um, that's all for my part. Now I pass on to my classmate. Thank you. Okay.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Madam Hafiza. My name is Faris bin Azlin. So for my part of the presentation is actually the comparison analysis of both of the companies which are Heavia Board and also EcoWood International. So due to the fact that the time limit for our presentation is quite limited, around 30 minutes. So it resulted in all of us are not able to be able to present the analysis for each company for each year. So we will only be focusing on the calculation part, only on the comparison part. So firstly is the cross-section analysis, which is on both of the companies, which is Heavia Board and EcoWood. So as you can see here, company for the ratio of current ratio, Heavia Board is actually performing much more better than EcoWood due to the fact that they are able to overcome its liabilities with the current assets. Next is the quick ratio, in which also Heavia Board is much more better than EcoWood International, and it results in their performance better than company B, which is EcoWood. Next, we have the inventory turnover, which is 5 times compared to 3 times in company B. So a higher inventory turnover, which indicates that they are very effective at their inventory management. Next, we have the total assets turnover, which is also winning by company A at 0.76 compared to 0.28 on company B. Other than that, we have average collection period, which is 38 days in comparison to company B at 21 days. So company B much more better here because when it comes to collecting debts from account receivables, they are much better due to the short period of time. And also for the receivable turnover, company B is also very good compared to company A because they collect credit from debtors at a much higher rate than company A. Next, we have the gross profit margin, in which company B has a higher gross profit than company A, which shows that they are more efficient when it comes to managing the COGS, the cost of sales. Next, we have the operating profit margin for company A. However, company B does not provide any of the evidence or data that we can use to calculate the operating profit margin, so we can't even compare both of these companies. Next, we have the net profit margin, in which since the gross profit is larger on company B, so the net profit also is win by company company B. Next, we have the return on assets. For return on assets, company A has a higher ratio on return on asset because they are able to manage their balance sheets in obtaining profits. Next, we have the return on equity, which also had been won by company A since they have better return on equity compared to company B. Later on, we have debt ratio. Company A has a lower debt ratio. As you can see, 18.52 comparison to 53.24, which is very high for company B. And lastly, we have the time interest earned, which is only provided data on company A 7.59 times because company B does not provide us any data for us to calculate the time interest earned. Next, we have the time series analysis for Heavia Board. So, firstly, the time series analysis for Heavia Board is we compare the company of Heavia Board from the year of 2017 to the year of 2018. So as you can see here, the current ratio for the year of 2017 is much more better for Heavia Board because they have a higher ratio. For quick ratio, it is also better in 2017, which result that the performance in 2017 is much more better than 2018. Inventory turnover results in also the same, in which 2017 is much more better at 6.9 compared to 5. And total assets turnover is quite similar because 0.8 to 2017 and 0.76 to 2018. Total assets turnover, like I said before. Average collection period, however, company A is much better at collecting period during the year of 2018 because the amount of days reduced quite a lot. Receivable turnover also is quite good in the year of 2018 because they seems to be collecting their credit from debtors at a much more higher time. As for the gross profit margin, in the year of 2017, they do have a higher gross profit. For operating profit margin, since it related to the gross profit, it is also a much more higher rate in the year of 2017. Next, we have the net profit margin. For the net profit margin, it is also higher in the year of 2017. It reduced quite a lot in the year of 2018. Next, we have the return on assets, which is higher in the year of 2017 for the company A, company have their board. So it shows that they managed their balance sheets at obtaining profit quite well in the year of 2017. Same goes to return on equity. 2017. For the return on equity is also better in the year of 2017 compared to the year of 2018. And for the debt ratio, it is quite similar because their debts are not that changed that much because 18.84 to 18.52. They managed to reduce it, but it's in the same percentage. Lastly, we have the time interest earned, in which it is a much more better in the year of 2018 because previously they only the time interest earned is only at 1.04 times in comparison to nowadays. 2018 it is at a 7.59, which is very high. Next, we proceed with the company B, which is company Ecowood International, for the time series analysis. For the current ratio for Ecowood International, in the year of 2017 is a lot more better than the year of 2018 because they have a higher rate. However, their rate is not that doesn't change that much, but it's still better in the year 2017 in comparison to the year of the for quick ratio. It is also better in the year of 2017 in comparison to the one in 2018 at 0.33 compared to 0.24. Next, we have the inventory turnover. So for the inventory turnover, both years are at the same. So it shows that they are constant, doesn't change at 3 times. So they does not make any changes in their inventory management. Next, we have the total assets turnover. Company B has a higher ratio in 2017 because they are better at generating sales compared to the year of 2018. Next, we have the average collection period. So company B, they're much more better when it comes to collecting debts from their account receivables during the year of 2018 because it is a short period of time. Next, we have the receivable turnover. Company B is very good at collecting credit in the year of 2018 also because the rate is much more higher than the year of 2017. And next, we have the gross profit margin. Unfortunately, in the year of 2018, they reduced their gross profit margin from 35.47% to only 31.61%. As for the operating profit margin, we don't have any data and analysis can be done. Next, we have the net profit margin. And since the gross profit margin also been reduced, same goes to the net profit margin at a 13.24% to 5.73%. So they reduced quite a lot. Next, we have the return on assets. For return on assets, company B has a higher ratio on return on asset in the year of 2017. Now, this is maybe due to the fact that they are unable to manage their balance sheets quite well in obtaining profits for the year. And next, we have the return on equity. Company B also has a better return on equity in the year of 2017 at 8.84% in comparison to the year of 2018 at only 3.45. So the performance are getting worse. And next we have the debt ratio. So in comparison for the debt ratio, we can see that as the year passes by in the year of 2018, the company of Ecowood International Berhad is actually increasing their debt. So their performance are not going really well currently. So lastly, we have the time interest earned, in which we do not have any data, so no analysis can be made. And I think that is basically all of the analysis comparison that I have for my part. Thank you and have a good day, madam.
Hi madam, my name is Kanish Afghanistan. So today I'm going to explain about the conclusion. Okay. Based on the cross-section analysis in 2018, company A, which is a Ecowood company, is better than the company B, which is Ecowood, because Company A's current ratio, quick ratio, inventory turnover, total asset turnover, operating profit margin, return on asset, return on equity, debt ratio, and time interest earned are more than Company B. Then, for average collection period, receivable turnover, gross profit margin, and net profit margin are better in Company B compared to Company A. However, based on the time series analysis in 2017, it's more better company compared to 2018 for Company A, which is Ifwood, because current ratio, quick ratio, inventory turnover, total asset turnover, gross profit margin, operating profit margin, net profit margin, return on asset, and return on equity are better in 2017 compared to 2018. Then, for average collection period, receivable turnover, debt ratio, and time interest earned are better in 2018 compared to 2017. Next, based on the time series analysis in 2017 is more better compared to 2018 for Company B, which is Ecowood, because current ratio, quick ratio, inventory turnover, total asset turnover, gross profit margin, net profit margin, return on asset, return on equity, and debt ratio are better in 2017 compared to 2018. Then, for average collection period, receivable turnover, operating profit margin, and time interest earned are better in 2018 compared to 2017. Next, I'm going to explain about the recommendation. Based on the liquidity ratio that had been calculated, it shows that the performance of Ifwood company is better in terms of current ratio and quick ratio. The current ratio for Ifwood company is 3.08 compared to Ecowood, which is 0.52. This result indicates that the current asset in Ifwood can cover the current liability better than Ecowood. Same goes to the quick ratio. The value of quick ratio after minus closing inventory in Ifwood, the value is 2.04 compared to 0.24, which is value of Ecowood. This value indicate that quick ratio in Ifwood is better than Ecowood. According to this liquidity ratio, it proves that liquidity is better in terms of better and perform well in Ifwood compared to Ecowood. Based on the asset management ratio that had been calculated, it shows that the performance of Ifwood company is better in terms of inventory turnover and total asset turnover. For inventory turnover, Ifwood has a higher inventory turnover, which is 5 times compared to Ecowood, which is 3 times. It shows that Ifwood indicated that they are very effective at inventory management. Next, for the total asset turnover, Ifwood company has the higher ratio also compared to Ecowood, which is Ifwood is 0.76 times and Ecowood is 0.28 times. Other than that, for average collection period, Ecowood is much better compared to Ifwood because Ecowood took 21.11 days and Ifwood took 38.83 days, while for the receivable turnover, Ecowood is better than Ifwood because Ecowood is very good at collection credit from debtors as the rate is much higher than Ifwood. Based on the leverage ratio that had been calculated, it shows that the performance of Ifwood company is better in terms of debt ratio and time interest earned. For debt ratio, Ifwood company has a lower debt ratio than Ecowood, which shows that they are less of a debt than Ecowood. Then, for time interest earned, Ecowood does not provide any data. So, as for overall, the performance for Ifwood company is better for all ratio compared to Ecowood. That's all from me. Thank you.